This is how Old Trafford can be. This is Manchester United, who once upon a time were never beaten, and tonight they remembered how it can be.
Okay, new Manchester United under Amorim now is terrifying.
Fernandes finds Šeško. Šeško looks to dink it into the penalty area. Comes out to Fernandes. Brought down by Casemiro. Casemiro through to Cunha. Cunha strokes it home. And if you're not going to get a penalty, you might as well score one like that. Brilliant from the Brazilian, Matthijs Cunha.
Is this the moment, after years in the wilderness, the questions, the pain? Is this the season Manchester United finally become what they should be? A monster, a terrifying prospect, a team that walks onto the pitch and makes opponents think, how do we survive this? For so long, Old Trafford felt like a comfortable stop on the Premier League calendar. Teams arrived, smelled the fear, and walked away with 3 points. But under Ruben Amorim, something is shifting. Something dark and formidable is rising again in Manchester. The evidence is now stacking up, not in hype, but in results, the results that matter. 3 wins in a row. It sounds simple. For Manchester United, it's felt like climbing Everest. First, the professional dismantling of Sunderland.
It's the United, and Mbeumo gets the cross in, finds Mason Mount. Mason Mount! Brilliant finish from the edge of the penalty area.
A necessary win, built on a structure we haven't seen for years.
Cross, and half thinking about getting a header on goal, and it just evades Mason Mount. Throw in from Diogo Dalot. Flicked on, turned home! Benjamin Šeško in back-to-back games!
Then, the seismic shift. Anfield, the psychological fortress of Liverpool, breached. A win of character, of defiance.
United go left to right. Ahmad into the penalty area. Bryan Mbeumo with the chance and scores for Manchester United. What a start! After 60 seconds, Bryan Mbeumo strokes home for his 3rd goal of the season.
A moment where the players looked into the eyes of their rivals and simply refused to lose.
Bruno Fernandes with the left wing corner for Manchester United. Pulls it low to Bryan Mbeumo, takes a big deflection. I thought it had carried it goalwards. Puts it towards the back post. Harry Maguire! Manchester United's big game player does it again! Manchester United retake the lead at Anfield!
And now, the brilliant, chaotic 4-2 victory against Brighton.
Brought down by Casemiro. Casemiro through to Cunha. Cunha strokes it home!
A team that loves to expose flaws, only to find the Red Devils roaring with an offensive swagger not seen since the glory days.
Bryan Mbeumo in the penalty area, finishes it off! No nerves now! Bryan Mbeumo!
3 consecutive wins. The momentum is a freight train, and it is leaving bodies in its wake. But it's not just the victories, it's the fights. The high-stakes performances against the title contenders that show the true core of this new Amorim identity. You talk about static performances against Arsenal and Chelsea. We're talking about performances that held firm, that showed a backbone of steel against 2 of the league's most potent forces. They didn't win them all, no, but they stood up. They refused to be bullied. They showed that when the lights are brightest, this team now has a foundation, a granite hard structure that bends but does not break. That is a massive, massive step forward from the fragile house of cards we've seen in recent times. And how have they done it? Look at the recruitment. This isn't scattergun, big money vanity signing anymore. This is precision engineering. The new players don't just fill holes, they are system fit. Take the new man between the sticks, Sam Lamens. Suddenly, the goal isn't a source of anxiety, it's a source of confidence, a commanding presence, a shot stopper with an aura in this team. They look like they're finally over. Then, the attacking threat. The front line is unrecognizable. Bryan Mbeumo, a relentless electric runner providing the pace, the power and the goals. He's absolutely alongside him, the raw power of Benjamin Šeško is developing, a towering presence who can hold up the play and finish with lethal precision. And linking it all up, the sheer dynamism and trickery of Matthijs Cunha. He's the unpredictable chaos, the Brazilian flair that unlocks the door. These three are not just names on a team sheet. They are a working, fearsome attacking unit. They are the new terror of the Premier League, but the spine of the old guard remains. The fire is still there, now burning brighter. Casemiro in the engine room, a master of control and destruction. Bruno Fernandes, the captain, the relentless creator, whose intensity sets the mood for the entire team. Amad Diallo, the young talent, now consistently delivering those moments of magic. And the defense, it's a rock. Luke Shaw is back to his best, a force on the left flank and a defensive anchor. Names like Delight, Euro, and even the much maligned Harry Maguire are performing with a conviction that screams unity. They are defending as a pack, not as individuals. This is where Ruben Amorim has worked his dark arts. It's not just tactics, it's team spirit. The unity is palpable. They fight for each other. You see the bench, the celebrations, the way they surround the referee. Maybe a little too much sometimes. It's collective. The manager has instilled a belief, a high-octane, demanding, yet cohesive system, often playing the 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1. This is the Amorim system, demanding wingbacks, a tight midfield axis, and a fluid front three that uses the space created by Šeško's hold-up play for the runs of Mbeumo and Cunha. It's high press, it's quick transitions, and most importantly, it's winning. The eye test is one thing, but the data confirms the seismic shift. Under Amorim, Manchester United has gone from being mid-table creatively to leading the league in key attacking metrics. For too long, United's attacks were predictable, low-quality chances. Now, their expected goals rate is at the summit of the Premier League. The sheer volume of shots and touches inside the opposition box has surged. Where they previously ranked low in both metrics, they now consistently dominate. This isn't luck. This is the predictable result of a highly structured vertical pressing system. However, the data also highlights the final frontier: conversion. Despite generating the highest XG, their goal tally isn't yet fully reflecting the quality of chances. This points to a team still refining its composure, still learning to execute the final pass and finish under the pressure of Amorim's rapid-fire approach. But the statistical blueprint is irrefutable. Manchester United is creating more high-quality chances than any other team in the Premier League. The terror they inspire in opponents comes from this unrelenting pressure. Their high passes per defensive action suggest intense pressing, forcing mistakes high up the pitch, which turns into immediate devastating attacks. They don't give the opposition a moment's peace. The true measure of this team and of Amorim's impact is not found in the raw data, but in the team spirit and the belief he has instilled. This team plays with a visible, infectious commitment to the collective. Every player is a part of the press. Every player is a part of the defensive block. It's a mentality that has been forged through adversity and solidified by that pivotal, season-defining victory. The 2-1 win at Anfield against Liverpool. A performance of grit, counter-attacking precision, and late-game nerve. After the match, Amorim himself spoke of the moment, placing it in the grand sweep of the club's history. He spoke of the kind of victory that changes the narrative, the kind of day that future generations look back on. It was a direct echo of Sir Alex Ferguson's own words, the kind of historic result that launched dynasties. Think back to 1999 and the famous 8-1 demolition of Nottingham Forest. A result so emphatic, so ruthless, that it cemented the aura of the treble winners. That massive scoreline was a declaration of intent, a statement of swagger that told the rest of the league, we are back and we are capable of anything. The win at Anfield, while not 8-1, carried the same psychological weight. It was a declaration to the world, and more importantly, to the players themselves. We can win anywhere, against anyone. That victory was the point of no return. Amorim is not just a tactician, he's a catalyst. He has turned a team of talented, yet disconnected individuals into a terrifying, scarier than ever collective. The swagger is no longer nostalgic, it is current. The fear factor is real. The question isn't how good is Manchester United now? The question is, how far can this terrifying new force go? The resurrection is complete. The hunt begins now.